Good morning, everybody. Welcome to episode 11 of Yoga Jamz. So, first of all, happy Father's Day to all of our fathers out there. And happy belated birthday to Max. It was a big one for him this year. Okay, so yesterday was also the solstice, and there's a lot of events going on right now. And so for those of you who don't know, the solstice is the longest day of the year, and specifically it's like the longest. It happens when the earth is facing the most north, the closest, like our northern hemisphere is the closest to the sun. So this brings about like a more activated, more intense energy, and our days are longer right now. We just entered the beginning of the summer. So today's class will be pretty high energy, and it's funny because I woke up with a little bit lower energy, so we'll just see how it goes. And just we would still like all donations that you might have for us to go to Austin Justice Coalition or another nonprofit or charity that benefits people of color and specifically our Black Americans. So I'm thinking about this energy and this like stronger sun energy, and I'm thinking about channeling that into change as there's still a lot going on in our world. So let us start out, and here's Sweetie for today. She loves you. Let us start out sitting tall. And allow your eyes to close or gaze softly down at the floor. And starting to breathe deeply. Just noticing how your body, your mind, and your spirit are feeling in this moment. Easing into your practice and allowing the music to come in as you connect your breath with the music and the movements. Breathing in. And breathing out. And no matter how you're feeling today, whether it's low or high energy, meeting yourself where you're at, even though we're going to have a little more intensity today. Making the modifications that you need in this practice and honoring that. Clearing your mind and allowing yourself to have this experience where there's nothing else that you have to be doing in our time together. Place one hand on your heart and the other hand on top of that one, and feel a sense of love moving into your body with this gentle gesture of self-compassion, a mudra or hand posture of self-compassion. And perhaps an intention comes into mind, and perhaps it has to do with the sun energy, the energy of movement, of fire, of confidence and courage. And then let's all join together with the sound of Om. Inhaling. Om. Allowing yourself to be strong today. Gently release your hands and softly gazing downward, open your eyes. We are going to start out standing with some sun salutations, saluting the sun. So coming to the top of your mat and just starting out standing tall. Let your palms be open, let your shoulders roll away. feeling a line of light all the way from the heels of your feet, up your legs, up your spine, radiating out through the crown of your head. Take a deep breath and exhale. One more breath before we start to move. Inhale and exhale. We'll start with some half sun salutation. So inhale, little bend in your knees as you sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold forward, leading with your chest. Inhale, come up halfway. There's still a bend in your knees. Reach through the crown of your head. And exhale, fold. Inhale, bend in your knees as you reach up. Exhale, hands come into your heart. We'll do a couple more of those. Inhale, reach all the way up. You can even gaze up at your fingertips. Exhale, little bend in your knees as you fold forward. Inhale, come up halfway. And exhale, fold. Inhale, little bend in your knees as you reach all the way up. Feel your strength and your energy begin to move. Exhale, hands into your heart. Inhale, reach up. We'll keep going. We'll add on here. Exhale, little bend in your knees as you fold forward. Inhale, come up halfway. And exhale, fold. So you're at the top of your mat. Gently step back, coming right into downward facing dog. Or, as always, you can make the modification of puppy pose, reaching out, you're on your knees instead of forming that whole triangle position with your legs relatively straight. So down dog or puppy pose, and then bend your right knee and press into your left heel. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hold. Switch sides, bend into your left knee and press through your right heel. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, hold. Come back to the center, bend both knees. Reach your sit bones up towards the ceiling. Allow your shoulders to fall away from your ears. Your neck is long. And then gently straighten your legs with a little bend in them. On your inhale, rise to the balls of your feet. And then leading with the back, with your upper back, come all the way into plank pose. Once you get to plank with shoulders over your wrists, you can always decide to lower to your knees or stay here, take an extra breath. Feel your strength, feel that energy, that yang energy, the energy of the sun moving through you. Inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward into plank, and again, you can always come down to your knees if that's right for you today. Extra breath, inhale deeply. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, inhale forward. One breath, one movement, gaze forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then inhale, come forward, high plank. Drop to your knees here, and then hugging your elbows in towards your ribs, lower all the way down to your belly. Getting things moving. And then bring the tops of your feet down to the ground, engage your legs, roll your shoulders away. Come into baby cobra. Just coming up a little bit here for the first one. Gaze up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come on up. And exhale, fold. This time, let's lift our hands if you can. Press down through the tops of your feet, engage your legs. Come on up, and maybe you lift your hands up like this. Breathe deeply right here. Feel that strength in your body. One more inhale. Exhale, come on down. And then tuck your toes under, press up through your knees into that modification of plank. And then come to plank. Downward facing dog or puppy pose. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. And I'll just go through the concept of a vinyasa real quick, just so you know your modification, because we'll be really moving through those if it's right for your body today. So first option, as always, is to rest in down dog or puppy pose or child's pose. Option number 2, when I say let's move through a vinyasa, is to come through high plank pose, Lowering down to your knees, or you can always lower down through plank. Come down to your belly, tops of your feet down. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, fold. And then tucking your toes under, pressing up and back, down dog or puppy pose. Take a deep breath in. And out. Okay, final option. This is one that I'll only show one time. For people who have been doing yoga a little bit longer maybe, or who have their shoulders feel okay with this option, you can come forward into high plank, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, roll into the tops of your feet. And exhale, downward facing dog. So if you'd like to add that one in, if that's part of your practice, go for it. Take a deep breath in. Exhale through your mouth. Then on your next inhale, gaze up at your hands and gently walk your feet all the way up to meet your hands. Forward fold with your knees bent, easing into those hamstrings. Inhale, come up halfway, reach through the crown of your head, roll your shoulders away. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, spreading your fingers, reaching up. And we'll add on a little something here. So bend your elbows, squeeze your elbows together, let your heart reach forward. It's like your heart is reaching out through those elbows, through that post you're creating. Inhale, reach up. A little bend in your knees, fold forward. Now we'll come into sun salutations with connecting our breaths with movement. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, bend your knees enough so to do that. Step back, downward facing dog or puppy pose. On your inhale, come forward. High plank, drop knees down or lower all the way down to your belly. Tops of your feet down, engage your legs. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, fold. Tuck your toes under, press up. Kneading back into downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Exhale through your mouth. Feeling your energy begin to flow within your body. I'm going to do a few more of these to really embrace the sun, honor the sun, bring in this new season. On your exhale, gaze up at your hands and you can walk up or take a step up here. Inhale. Come up halfway, reach through the crown of your head. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, little bend in your knees as you spread your arms, reaching up. And once again, bend your elbows, creating goalposts with your arms. Let your heart reach forward as you squeeze your elbows behind you. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Take a breath in between. And then again, inhale, let the music carry you. Reach your arms up. Exhale, bend your elbows. They squeeze together behind you as you shoot your heart forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Come forward, reach with your chest, reach your hips behind you. Inhale, come up halfway. Line of light through the crown of your head. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands and then step back into downward facing dog. Stay here, hold this posture or come with me. Inhale forward, high plank. Maybe drop your knees, maybe lower all the way down. Come to your belly. Tops of your feet to the floor. Engage your legs. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, fold. Tuck your toes under, press up through your knees. Coming up and back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale, gazing up at your fingers. And now this time I'm going to give you an option. We're going to heat things up a little more. So either step to the top of your mat and fold. If you'd like to try something a little bit different, you can bend into your knees, really sinking your hips back. Then you can float to the front of your mat. Bend your knees when you get there. Have fun with it. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Little bend in your knees as you reach all the way up. Spread your arms and again, goalpost arms. Squeeze your elbows together. Reach your heart forward. Feel your strength. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands come into your heart. Let's keep going. Inhale, reach your arms up. Feeling that sun energy. Exhale, bend your elbows, squeeze them together. Let your heart reach forward. On your next inhale, reach up. Exhale, float forward. Coming into a forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees enough so that you can bring your hands down. Step back. Downward facing dog or puppy pose. Hold here or come with me. Inhale, forward. Exhale, lower all the way down or lower down on your knees. Inhale, tops of your feet down, engage your legs, cobra pose. Exhale, fold. Tuck your toes under and press up through your knees. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale, gaze forward. Again, you have the option to float, to jump, to feel that energy as you bring some more heat into our practice. So choosing to jump or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, little bend in your knees as you reach up. Again, goalpost arms. Squeeze your elbows together as your heart reaches forward, opening up. On your next inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands into your heart, take a breath. We have one more of those. Y'all are doing great, I can tell. Psychically, through our virtual yoga class. On your inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bend your elbows. Allow the music to carry you as you reach your heart forward. Next inhale, reach up. Exhale, little bend in your knees as you fold forward. Inhale up, halfway. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands and step back, downward facing dog or puppy pose. Hold here or inhale, roll forward. Keep it going, you got this. Exhale, lower down through your knees or through plank. Inhale, cobra pose. You're getting really good at these now by this point. Exhale, fold forward. Tuck your toes under, press up through your knees. Downward facing dog or puppy pose. Take a deep breath in. Exhale through your mouth. Feel your strength. And now make a decision. Either stay here or feel your lightness. Feel that sun energy as you either step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, little bend in your knees as you reach all the way up. Exhale, hands come into your heart. Take a deep breath. Just giving those goalposts for that one. That was planned, I promise. On your inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend your elbows, squeeze your elbows together and let your heart reach forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Listen carefully. Again, we'll inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold. Bring your fingertips to the ground and start to bend your knees until you come into a little squat on the balls of your feet. And then sit down. Come on into boat pose. So you're on your sit bones, your legs are bent, your shins are parallel, or if you really want some extra heat, you can straighten them. You can also bring your hands down here or grab a hold of the backs of your thighs. No matter where you are, breathe and allow the music to hold you up. Know that we're in this together. Reach your heart forward more. Feel the center of confidence and courage. Activate. Keep breathing. We're almost there. One more breath. And then exhale. Cross your ankles. Bring your hands behind you and lift your sit bones up just a little bit here. Bring your sit bones back down. Come on back. Boat pose. Keep breathing. Well, we won't be here as long on this one. Inhale. And exhale. You are so strong. Inhale. And then cross opposite ankle on top. Bring your toes to the floor. Come up with your fingertips. And you can just give that a try. If you don't get off the ground, that's totally fine. Last one. Come on up. Boat pose. Extra challenge. Stay here. Or exhale, low boat. Lower down. Inhale up. If you're staying here, one more time. Exhale, low boat. Inhale up. Exhale, hold. Inhale, cross your ankles. And now from here, you're going to roll over those ankles. Plant your hands. Step back. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Exhale through your mouth, let that go. Maybe you're taking a little rest, maybe you're in puppy pose, holding this. 2 more breaths here. Alright, all roads lead back to down dog or puppy pose. Let's keep it moving, root through your left foot and reach your right foot up. Draw that right hip down. Your foot can be a foot off the ground, whatever feels good to you. Exhale, roll forward, right knee to nose, shoulders over wrist. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, right knee to right elbow as you come forward. You can also do this on your left knee. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, right knee to nose, hug it in, arch through. Round through your upper back and gently step that right foot as forward as it goes naturally. Use your right hand to help you if you need to. Come into a lunge. Inhale, gazing up. Exhale, hold. Take a couple of deep breaths here, pressing through the ball of your back foot, sinking into that front knee. And then gently root through your feet and just hover your fingertips off the ground. Hold here, breathe. Feel your strength, feel the sun energy holding you up. Let the music hold you up as well. Exhale, hands come back down. Step back, downward facing dog. Feeling the heat, feeling the sweat, allowing that to be. And then you get to decide here, you can either come through a vinyasa or hold. So maybe you roll forward into high plank. Maybe you lower all the way down. You can also be resting in child's pose. Gently, let's all meet back in down dog or puppy pose. Full breath in. And full breath out. Second side. Root through your right foot, lift your left leg up. Feel your strength, feel the stretch in your right hamstring. Exhale, knee to nose, roll forward, shoulders over wrist. Inhale, reach up through that left leg. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, roll forward. So strong here, I know this is intense. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hug your left knee into your chest, gently step forward. However you naturally step, use your left hand to help you out. Okay, coming into the lunge, on your inhale, reach your chest forward. Exhale, hold. Allowing your heart rate to slow down a little bit. It's beating a little bit faster. Mine definitely is. Pressing through the ball of that right foot. Maybe bring your fingertips to hover to add some extra challenge. Feel your strength and almost feel the feet squeezing together as they root into the ground. Inhale. And exhale. Last breath, inhale. Exhale, hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Puppy pose. Child's pose. Or if you really, really want some more heat right now, you can roll forward and move through a vinyasa. I'm going to stay right here and rest. Breathe deeply. Give yourself this time to ground. Feel your hands and your feet connecting with the earth. Connecting with the floor. Just allowing your body to rest. Take one more breath here. Exhale, gaze up at your hands, and either, again, you can bring that jumping, that floating motion. Try and get your shoulders over your wrists and to land really softly when you're jumping to protect your knees. So either jumping or stepping, top of your mat. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reaching through your hands, and again, goalpost arms, bend your elbows. Let your heart reach forward as you squeeze your elbows behind you. Exhale, hold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Let all of that settle. Feeling changes in your body from when you first began practice. Engaging your legs, engaging your breath. Take one more breath here. Then allow your hands to drop. We're gonna keep going. Feel that sun energy moving through you. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bend your elbows, squeeze your elbows together, let your heart reach forward. Inhale up. Exhale, fold, leaning forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees enough so that you can reach the ground. Step back, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and full breath out. All right, so this is the point where you learn a flow, a relatively simple flow, depends on the day. And Max is going to have the opportunity to turn up his music, and we're just going to go with it. So it's your time to go off on your own, but first I'm going to teach you the flow on each side, and I will be doing it the whole time if you ever need to look up here. Be gentle on yourself and do what you need to do. I always encourage dancing. Okay, so let's meet in puppy pose or downward facing dog. So continuing with the heat, you can modify the sequence, whatever feels good to you. Root through your left foot, inhale, reach your right foot up. Exhale, knee to nose, roll forward, squeeze in, feel your core activate. Inhale, reach up through that right leg. And again, exhale, knee to nose, squeeze in, gently step that right foot wherever it naturally lands. Right hand helps. Line up your feet for a high lunge. Root down, feel your strength, and then rise. Reach your arms up. Take a couple breaths. Press through the ball of that back foot. Last part of this flow, you're going to bend your elbows just like we've been doing. Squeeze them together and feel your heart reaching forward as you sink into that right knee. One more breath. On your inhale, reach your arms back up. Exhale, hands come to frame that right foot. Step back, downward facing dog, puppy pose, child's pose, or move through a vinyasa. Inhale forward. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, come up into cobra pose. Exhale, fold. Tuck toes under. Press all the way up and back. Downward facing dog. Okay, side one down. Let's do the second side. Reach through your right foot and lift your left foot up. Exhale, knee to nose. Squeeze it in. Roll forward. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, squeeze in your knee and gently stepping it up. Use your left hand to help if you need. And then setting up, feeling the strength in your back leg, the bend in your knee. Rise up when you're ready. High lunge. Stretch through your fingers. You can always bend into that right knee if you need to. Exhale, bend your elbows. Squeeze them together. Inhale, hold. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. Hands come to frame that left foot. And then you get to decide. Down dog, child's pose, puppy pose, or move through a vinyasa. I'm going to hang out in downward facing dog. Follow your breath. Okay. So you can come to your knees for a moment if you'd like. We will be going through that flow 2 times on each side. So we're going to hold an extra breath when we're up here in that goalpost arm posture and high lunge. So like I said, follow me if you need to look up here, but really just allow yourself to connect with the music and your movements, doing what feels right for you. Okay, let's come into down dog or puppy pose, and I'm going to be quiet and allow Max to turn it up. Finishing up on that second side. And when you're done with that side, just come to sit on your heels and allow your palms to rest on your thighs. Closing your eyes. Feeling all of that hard work, all of those postures integrated into your body as you give yourself space, give yourself this time to breathe. Feeling the music, listening to the music, and just letting that merge with your yoga practice. Such a powerful thing. More breath here. On your inhale, you're going to come to stand on your knees, and we're going to go through camel pose. So we've been preparing our chest to open, to really open through our upper back, and that's going to come into play here. So you want to stand hip width distance apart on your knees, and I'm going to face this way so you can see my back bend. Bring your hands to your hips. Tuck your toes under, and then to start, just roll your shoulders back and feel that same action of letting your heart reach forward. And then from here, you're gonna move with the strength of your quads, and you're gonna keep your spine in line, so you're just opening through your upper back. We want to avoid dumping our weight into our lower back. You want to protect that part. So reaching your chest forward, and then just begin to lower your body downwards using the strength of your quads. This is not easy to do. Reach your chest forward, gazing up. Your head is not falling back all the way yet. Take a couple breaths. One more breath. On your inhale, feel as though there's just a string pulling your heart up, and then come to sit once again on your heels. Take a breath in between. Good, let's do it again. Inhale, come on up. Tuck your toes under. Feeling your core engage. We really engaged that core earlier, so feel that moving through the rest of your postures. Hands come to your hips. Roll your shoulders away. Squeeze your shoulder blades together behind your back. Upper back is doing the back bending here. Engage your core, and then start to lower back. And then reach your chest up. Maybe your fingertips touch your heels here. Only if it's not a big reach. You still want to maintain that opening while not pressing your weight into your lower back. If this feels good and you'd like to, if your neck does not have any injuries, you can allow your head to drop back. Breathing deeply here. might just be in this posture with your elbows bent. Full deep breaths. One more breath. If your head is tilted back, that's going to be the last thing to come up. So gently raise your body, tops of your feet down, and your head comes up last. Breathe deeply right here. Allowing that to settle. Feel the energy that comes from back bends. Very energizing pose here. Okay, last one. Come on up. So you get to decide which level. I'm going to show you one more level that is only for if your back is not feeling too much pressure here. So I'll walk us through the other ones too. First one, hands on your hips, roll your shoulders away, lean back, and back bend through your upper back. If you'd like to go a little bit further, hands can come to your heels. If you'd like to go even further, you can try with the tops of your feet on the earth, and hands come to your heels there. Make sure you're bending from your upper back. If you feel any tension in your low back, come out of it. And finally, if you'd like to, you can drop your head. Camel pose. Feel the beauty of this back bend as you expand your heart open. Breathing in and out. One more deep breath. Okay, to come out of it, you're going to use the strength of your core. Head comes up last. Gently coming all the way up and sitting on your heels. Let that settle. Deep breath in. And out. And let's do a couple spinal flexes just to even that out. So inhale, reach your chest forward. Exhale, round out your spine, tuck your chin. There's a curve in your upper back. Inhale, chest reaches forward, roll your shoulders back. Exhale, round out your spine, tuck your chin. Last one, inhale, chest reaches forward. Exhale, round out your upper back, chin tucks. Inhale, coming back to the center. And now we're going to come all the way up to stand. We're still in the fiery portion of our class, and y'all are doing great. You feel it, you're still hanging in there, still watching. Again, tune into the music. Remember that that is a big part of this practice. It moves us, it connects us, it allows our body to get more energy. Okay, we're going to come into some balancing here. So what you're going to do is you're going to bring your hands to your hips, and you keep a drishti or a gaze point in front of you. So your eyes are going to really focus on that point. So maybe don't look at me here because I might fall over. We don't know. Okay, so root through that left foot and hug your right knee into your chest. From here, you're going to start to tilt forward, really keeping that core strength, and you're going to press that heel behind you, leaning forward, coming into Warrior 3. I'll face the side, so if you need to look up here and see. So your foot is reaching back, and maybe your arms fly behind you. Hold and breathe. Deep breaths, dropping that right hip. I know, again, we have a lot of intensity here. Feel a line of light reaching through your right heel, all the way up your spine and through the crown of your head. One more breath in this posture. And then gently bend into that left knee. Slowly, slowly, maybe you hug that right knee back into your chest. If you need to, you can bring that right foot down for a moment. Otherwise, keep that right knee hugging in. Okay, almost there. Hands on your hips. Gently bring that right foot behind you. Grab a hold of the inner edge of your right foot. Level out your hips. Continuing to focus on that drishti or gaze point. On your next inhale, bring your left arm up and maybe come into Gyan Mudra here. First finger and thumb. Keep your gaze point. Bend into your left knee. Start to kick back through your right leg before you tilt forward. Dropping that right hip down. Dancer pose. If you'd like to come a little further, you can start to tilt your body, kicking through that right foot. Breathe here. Another back bend, another shoulder opener. Feel your heart reach forward. On your next inhale, come back up. Release your right foot and shake it out. Shake out your legs. And now feet are a little bit wider than hip width, little bend in your knees. Bring your hands to your hips and let's do some big hip circles here, releasing all of that work on both sides of your body. Different muscles are engaged. Switch directions, your breath is full and long. Let that music move you. Okay, come back to the center, second side. I'll turn this way so you can see if you need to. Find a gaze pointer or drishti in front of you. Starting to root down through that right foot now. Little bend in your right knee. Step one, hug that left knee and flex your left foot a lot here. And then bring that left foot down. Finding your gaze point in front of you, something that's not going to move. Slowly start to tilt your torso forward as you kick through that left heel. Reaching, reaching, reaching. And gently pressing that left hip down so your hips are nice and level. Good, reach back, feel your strength here. Maybe reaching your arms behind you. Maybe bringing your hands into your heart, whatever feels good. Feel that line of light coming through the heel of your left foot, all the way up your spine, through the crown of your head. Breathe deeply here. Almost there. All right, now bend into your left knee and slowly, slowly draw that left knee all the way back up, all the way up into your chest. You could set it down for a moment if you need a break. All right, bring that left leg behind you. Woo. Feeling the energy of the balancing poses, feeling strong. And then once again, let that left hip come down. On your inhale, reach your right arm up, maybe beyond mudra with first finger and thumb. Good, bending into that right knee, kicking back before you lean forward. Feel that shoulder opening. Okay, final option if you want more. Starting to lean your torso forward. Kicking back through that left foot. Breathe in. And out. One more breath here. Reach your heart forward. And then gently come out of it. Exhale, shake off your legs. Feel that strength, feel that energy move through you. Legs are more than hip width distance, hands to your hips. Start to rotate, same thing. Just letting your hips stretch out. That one can really, we can really feel that one in our hips. Maybe. Switch directions, come around the other way. Your body is definitely getting worked. Your muscles are being appreciated and energy is being moved through today. Channeling the energy of the sun. Alright. Come back to center. And now since we've had all this activated energy, we're going to ground down a little bit in Malasana or yogic squat. So feet stay greater than hip width distance apart. And point your toes out to 10 and 2 if we were on a clock. Start to bend forward. Gently sinking into those knees. If you have any knee injuries, be very careful here. Don't do this posture if it hurts. I like to move from side to side here to open up my hips a little more. And sometimes I need to place a blanket under my heels or a towel. I'll do that just so y'all can see. Okay. So that helps you get a little bit of lift and it brings pressure out of your knees. Alright, so from here, bring your elbows to the inner edges of your thighs. Let that open up your hips a little more. Hands come to your heart. And then again, feel that line of light reaching the crown of your head up towards the sky. And now we're going to hold this for a few deep breaths and feel that connection with the earth. Feel this grounding energy. Slowing your breath down. And starting to feel the slowing down of our bodies. We come into more stillness. Deep breaths in and out. Feeling the space in between our breaths. This is too much, you can come out of it. We're just going to hold for a couple more deep breaths here. Alright, gently bringing your hands down. And then you can just roll backwards, moving that blanket out of the way. Let's come into bound angle pose, Baddha Konasana. Otherwise known as butterfly pose, if you want to think of it like that. Holding here. And then roll your shoulders away, sit up nice and tall. And you can either bring your hands to your ankles. I like to interlace my fingers my toes. It feels comforting. It's like a little hug for my feet. And then roll your shoulders away and stay up like this if you feel it. If you'd like a little bit more, just start to fold forward. Trying to fold from your hips. So when you're coming into that fold, keeping your spine nice and tall, and then folding from here, folding from your hips. Yeah. And then coming to your end point here, wherever your body says to stop, and then let your head hang, round out your spine, and breathe. Everything down. You made it through the fire. Feel your breath connecting with the music. Feel your body connecting with the breath. Feeling all of those connections coming together. Take your last breath in this posture and start to walk yourself back up to sit. We're going to come into an outer hip opener, and I'm going to give you a few options here. So the first step, the first one I'll give you is half gomukhasana, half cow face pose. There it is. Okay, extend your left leg out in front of you, so a nice straight leg here. And then you're going to bring your right knee over your left. So the outer edge of your right foot is going to come down too. So your knees are stacked right here. Here we are in half gomukhasana, and you can choose to fold forward. If your knees are feeling healthy and you're like, I need a little bit more here, come on out of that. And then you're going to bend your left knee first, and then your right knee is going to swoop over the left, and the outer edges of both feet are on the ground, and you can kind of wiggle in there if you need to sit up on something that can help. Be very mindful of your knees in this posture. If there's any twinges of pain, come out of it and come into the lesser version with less intensity. If you're in half gomukhasana, stay there and breathe. If you're in full gomukhasana, either stay upright and just let yourself have closed eyes or a soft gaze. Or if you need a little bit more, you can start to lean forward in that same way, leaning forward from your hips. Hands come forward, and when you get to your end point, you can drop your head and breathe. Down and balancing the sun energy with some cooling breaths. Holding here and giving your hips time to relax. Take one more deep breath. You are. And gently walk your hands back, come to rise. And then from here, you're just gonna release that right leg over your left. Bend your knees and we'll do some windshield wipering. So hands come behind you, just let your knees fall to the right. And then the left, fall to the right. And then the left. Just slowly kind of massaging out your glutes here, letting your hips release. One more on each side. Good. Come on up to sit, and we'll start on our second side. So either I'll lead you through half gomukhasana, half cow face pose. You can bring your left knee above your right with your right leg straightened out. So left knee comes to stack on the right, and the outer edge of your left foot is on the floor here. So you can stay here and start to fold forward, or we can come into full gomukhasana. First bending your right knee in, and then stacking your left knee over your right. And the more you reach your feet towards the front of your mat or towards the screen, wherever you are, the more intensity you're going to feel in your hips. Make sure you're flexing your feet, and that'll protect your knees, keeping them in line a little bit more. And I like to wiggle from side to side to really find this posture. So whether you're in half gomukhasana or full gomukhasana, sit up nice and tall. And And then from that same point, folding from your hips, keeping your spine nice and not straight, but in a neutral position, so you're leading with your heart. Come to your edge, and then let your head hang and breathe. Folding into this hip opener. Just breathing deeply, feeling your belly move in and out. Allowing your mind to clear. Sometimes when we have an intense class like this, it can meet a racing mind with that intensity, and then once we hit that, we can slow it down and slow our thoughts down in the same way. So allow that to happen for you. Give yourself some peace here. Two more breaths in this posture. Inhaling deeply and exhaling fully. Inhaling deeply and exhaling fully. Gently walk your way out of this forward fold, and then release this posture, knees bent, and just rocking your hips, your knees from side to side, coming into this windshield wiper posture, massaging out your glutes, letting go of that hip opener. Just doing one more on each side here. Then coming back to the center and rolling all the way onto your back, hugging your knees into your chest, rocking from side to side. And I really encourage you to stay for this part of the practice. It's very important to slow down. Very important to give yourself this space. Come to a still place. Bring your feet to the floor. Knees bent. Shift your hips up and over to the right. Let your knees fall to the left. Arms can tee out to the side. Gentle twist. Your gaze can move to the right as well if that feels okay on your neck. Lay here and breathe, slowing everything down. Allow for these moments of stillness. Take one more breath on this side. Gently bringing your knees back up, feet plant, and shift your hips up and over to the left. Dropping your knees to the right. Arms are still teed out to the side, and allow your gaze to move over to the left. Feel your belly softly moving in and out. Noticing the sound and the music. Letting go of any worries. Letting your mind go free. Breath on this side. And then bring your knees back up, shift your hips back to the center, and then extend your legs out. Laying on the floor, arms rest out, palms open, making any shifts that you need to fully relax, and allowing the music to wash over you in our final posture, Shavasana. Gently starting to deepen your breath. Noticing any shifts and changes within you since you began the practice. Wiggling your fingers and your toes. And rocking your head from side to side. Gently hugging your knees into your chest when you're ready. And making your way up to a seat to close our practice. Once you get here, bring one hand on top of your heart and the other hand on top of that one, sealing in all of the work that you've done today. It was a very intense class. And letting yourself feel ease and comfort and love. Knowing that all of this energy can go towards where you want it to. Being gentle with yourself and feeling the vibration of this sound in your chest. Let's close with one round of Om. Inhale deeply. Om. Gently releasing your hands and blinking open your eyes. Thank you all so much for joining us today for Yoga Jamz. Max and I are going camping next weekend, which is very much needed. So we will not be having Yoga Jamz next weekend. And we will keep you posted for some schedule changes in July. There's a lot of sun energy happening. So thank you for coming. Love you all, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.